Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Resident Evil 6. You are here with Morris. Whoa, don't go anywhere just yet. I see you going for the back button. Don't go to, you don't even know what the video's for. You don't even know why we're here. Just bear with me. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, please. Hi there. How you doing? It's been a while. I apologize. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. I've been having a few problems, with my editing software recently. I use Sony Vegas, as a lot of people do, for this kind of thing. And I recorded a huge session of Tomb Raider 2 recently. And for some reason, all but one of those videos are completely useless to me. They don't work. I've tried many things to try and fix them. But for whatever reason, they just don't want to work. I've tried converting the videos. I've tried using different programs in order to get them into a position where I can actually upload them to YouTube, but for some reason they really just don't want to work. They have spoken. They will not work at all. And even now I still don't know why. And I don't think I'll ever know why. But since then I've kind of been doing a bit of work into how to maybe tweak the settings a little bit with newer videos so that I don't run into these problems again. I mean, the thing is, I'm still using the same laptop that I've always used. I'm using the same PVR2 that I've always used for years. I don't tend to upgrade equipment that much, so when something goes wrong, it takes a little bit of time to actually figure out what's wrong and to actually fix it. Hopefully we have fixed it. I mean, if you're watching this, we've definitely fixed it, so that's a good sign that we can get back on track. As far as Tomb Raider 2 goes, I haven't given up with that. It's just going to be a case of maybe re-recording a couple of the levels, which is a bit of a pain because they were good videos, but at the same time, now I know where I'm going, there won't be any sort of watching me figure it out. So that there is always the upside. But I'll talk a bit more about it during the actual Tomb Raider 2 videos. Back to Resident Evil 6. Why would we be here? Why would we be back to this game after everything that's gone on, after everything we've said? Why would we go back to Resident Evil 6? Well, you may be aware, if you're a Resident Evil fan, certainly you'll be aware, but obviously they've brought out RE6. This is on PS4. This is the PS4 copy. They're going to bring out Resident Evil 5 on PS4, and they're also going to bring out Resident Evil 4 on PS4. I want to play Resident Evil 4 again for you guys. I know, it's a bit of a weird one, because it's still the series that, I don't know, I've never been able to top it. I've said it before, never once been able to top it. But it's still a game that I love to play even now, and I've honestly been looking for an excuse to go through it again. And it looks like finally we might actually have one. But rather than just make another series, RE4, Professional, whatever, just PS4 edition, I didn't think there was much point to that, really. I think it will be a lot more fun to actually go through that together. On Twitch. I think that will be quite a cool experience to actually talk about the game with you guys, which is probably, I think it's fair to say, most of you maybe will, that's where you'll have first heard of me, that's where you'll have first heard this voice, so it might be cool to actually sit down and play that with you guys on Twitch. But I kind of wanted it to be a bit more of a journey back through, so I thought it might be an idea to go to Resident Evil 6 first. I played it on the channel. I did the Leon campaign myself. I actually did the Chris campaign with a friend of mine. It was a lot of fun, but at the same time, I didn't think the game was going anywhere. And I didn't, I kind of got tired of it myself, so I didn't really think it was worth finishing. Of course, I will finish it if enough people really want it, but I think it would be better if we went through it on Twitch. And like I say, in the summer we'll go to RE5, and then hopefully in autumn, whenever it is, we can go back to RE4 and actually kind of enjoy. Talk a bit more about what works for us and what doesn't work, and where did it go wrong and where did it go right, and how they're going to make RE7, which has suddenly become a bit of a thing about RE7, maybe going back to the survival horror roots, but that's a really dangerous phrase to use, and I kind of hate using it because it's a bit of a marketing spin, go back to the roots of survival horror, etc., etc. But still, we can have a good old discussion about that and kind of experience it all together, which is, I'm enjoying that more and more these days, I think, with the streams. But yeah, that journey hopefully starts tonight. I mean, 7 o'clock tonight, London time, GMT, around about then. I'll put a little announcements video up as well, just a little 10-second, hey, you know, we're starting it now, come on down if you want to. But that's tonight. I want to start it tonight and get cracking on it. I want to finish. We'll do all the campaigns. We'll play a bit of Mercenaries. We'll play a few extras. Anything else we can find. Whatever we can get out of this game, we'll get out of it while it's out. And then obviously we'll move on to RE5. You know, when the time comes. But I just think it will be really, really cool if it would mean a lot to me if you guys wanted to join me for that. Hopefully as many of you as possible will join me for that. I think it'd be a fun experience to actually go back through. Now that I'm looking at this, kind of remember immediately why I stopped playing it. But hey, you know, it's for, yeah, we got to talk about where it went wrong. You know, I can't just be talking about it with myself, to myself, because it's just a case of, yeah, hey, Morris, what do you think of this? Oh, I thought it was like this. Oh, that's a good point. I'm just talking to myself. Of course I agree. So it'd be good to get a bit of discussion. If you've never actually been to one of my streams before, it's kind of the same kind of vibe, hopefully, as the videos. It's chilled out. It's put your feet up. It's get a drink. It's let's just have a chat. Let's just have a talk. I don't really do Q&A sessions, but Twitch is always the best place if you want to actually ask me anything about anything. But yeah, it'll be heavily Resident Evil Central, hopefully, for the coming months. We'll play a few other things, of course, on Twitch. We always do, but yeah, for now, I'm gonna sign off. This is just a little, obviously, letting you guys know what the deal is. I really hope all you guys can join me for it. But yeah, until that time, guys, I hopefully will see you tonight. See you later. Come on, Helena. We're back in. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on.